Did you figure out where we're at yet? That should be a big sign. Joshua Tree National Park, Southern California. It's about 65 degrees today, plenty of sun, great day to explore Joshua Tree.
I hope to find a lizard today.
I hope not to find a snake.
And today, we have our son here with us today, so he's going to be our personal photographer.
About time somebody else gets to hold the camera. So for me, this is what Joshua Tree is all about, is the massive sized Joshua trees. I haven't seen them like this anywhere except for inside the park, and there's quite a few of these around, so it's always pretty cool to see these big trees with the twisty branches and everything, and you get up close to it. I've never been up close to one. You get up close to it and feel at the trunk, the bark is kind of different than the bark and the texture of most trees that I've ever checked out. So make sure if you do come to Joshua Tree National Park that you make time to stop next to a big old boy like that and check him out.
So we are at Intersection Rock, and this is pretty cool because in the 1960s, the desert rats made it a popular area for people to come out and rock climb. We have seen many people rock climbing today. There's a few of them behind us that had just come down off of the rock that's behind us here. So it's pretty cool.
This whole area right in through here is just full of people climbing rocks. As you're driving through the area, you'll see them off the side of the road, halfway up or so forth. Pretty cool. It brings back some memories of when I was much younger and did it myself. But this would be a pretty cool thing to do if you're into rock climbing. This definitely seems like a pretty popular place to get the ropes out and do a little climbing. Now we're at the Cholla Cactus Gardens. Probably the coolest thing I've seen so far inside of Joshua Tree National Park, other than the Joshua trees themselves. But supposedly these things are very bad for you. Have a little bit of like poison or something that can cause irritation if you get poked by them. So they highly recommend you stay away from them. Also, there must be something out here that bees like, because there is a bee warning sign that talks about bees being in the area, and when you read the map it tells you make sure when you park in the parking lot that you leave your windows up so you don't come back to a car that has some bees in it. So keep that in mind if you come here. But it's pretty cool, and you don't see much of these cactuses anywhere else in the park, but you just kind of go along and then all of a sudden, poof, here's a little area with a whole bunch of these cholla cactuses. Really neat. And there's a little loop trail that you can walk around in too.
Every day brings new light to help us on our way. Always taking my breath, whether sun or rain. The wind will carry us over, that horizon we see is getting closer.
So we are at the Keys View, and out here you can see the Salton Sea over there, all the way to the San Andreas Fault right there. Pretty cool for me. So behind us here is the Ocotillo Bush. I think it's bush.
Or tree.
Or tree.
Whatever it is.
but I would not want to get into a fight with this thing because
Woohoo!
the thorns, oh my gosh. So this one here is now starting to bloom, and when it's in full bloom in the spring, and I've been told spring is about April here, it will have red flowers that come out of the top of it. That would be quite a sight to see.
Yeah, it's a pretty mean looking bush. Every inch of it looks like it's covered in these really long thorns. I'll give you some close-up footage of that too to go with this, but wow. But it is pretty neat the way it looks all kind of twisted and gnarly looking, and looks like just sticks that go up and they kind of twist on their way up.
Yeah. So just a little bit tidbit, okay? Today is February, what is today? To February 6th? 7th. And it is 73 degrees out here, and it feels like it's 95. I mean, it is really hot in the sun at 70 degrees.
All right, so we found Skull Rock. To me, it should be like alien skull rock because it's like a cone head. Do you remember cone heads from back in the day? Pretty neat, interesting rock formation right off the side of the road, so not hard to get to at all. Certainly one of those places that you're going to want to stop at if you're enjoying Joshua Tree.